Back with Bobby and JJ Radio. If you're just joining us, we spoke with Scott Emerson. He was talking about everything inspections as far as commercial, residential, and property management. If you missed any of it, you go to our website, bobbyandjjradio.com. Be a fan of our page on Facebook, on Instagram, or you can check us out on SoundCloud on Mondays. And if you want to see his beautiful face, he'll be on YouTube here in a couple weeks. Now we're speaking with Jay and Scott, and we're going to be talking about everything commercial. So Jay, tell us about what you do for commercial clients.
Commercial clients, basically we're talking about bigger units is the only difference. Our approach is going to be the same. We're going to approach it from the efficiency standpoint, making sure that the airflow is correct for the size of the unit, and just delivering the most efficient product we can for our clients.
Sure. And so what is the typical turnaround time to like complete an installation?
Typically, if we're talking about a rooftop unit, we're going to have that in and out in about 4 to 6 hours. Whether it's got to be craned off the roof or anything like that, typically it's a one-day project.
So you told me this story one time, and I want you to share it. Is when you they were banging their heads against the wall, and I think you went to Randolph Air Force Base. Yeah. And you kind of saved the day there, and it was a really funny story because they had a bunch of dudes in there already, right? Yeah,
there was a bunch of people that on paper knew what they were doing.
Sure.
Designed the unit, and they were having major humidity issues. If you don't know anything about government projects, they're going to basically, if you need 10 tons, they're going to give you 20.
Just in case.
They're going to have double what they need.
Backup. Yeah.
The ductwork was not compensated for 20 tons. It had more like 10 tons on the unit. Placement of return and supply ducts were the main reason of failure in this. They were basically having water drip down their walls. They put the return so close to the supplies that it wasn't turning the air of the room. It was just going out one register in the other. They had numerous companies out there, according to them. They couldn't find out what was causing this humidity problem. Everybody was looking at the units. It was not the unit's problem. We put 10 more tons of duct work in there, made that right, moved the position of the return ducts, and they don't have that issue anymore. Because of that, we got complete installs there at Randolph also because of this, because they wanted it duct correctly. So
Scott, did the same codes apply to commercial buildings like we were talking about earlier with residential?
No, they don't. I mean, codes are for whether it's the IRC is the International Residential Code. The IBC is International Building Code. So building codes applied to the commercial.
Okay.
And they're completely different. I mean, they're not, in other words, in a commercial building, you've got to calculate potentially how many people are going to be in there,
right,
and how fast they need to get out.
In and out. Yeah.
So a lot of safety. And as we said earlier, it's not as much energy efficiency.
Right.
So because someone's not there all the time, it's not, the cooling's not operating all the time. People aren't sleeping in a building. Unless it depends on, if it's zoned.
If you work for me,
if it's zoned, like a hotel, then that would be different. So there's a lot of different codes when you're dealing with commercial versus residential.
And how does a commercial inspector? How's it different than a home inspection? I mean, can everyone do both, or?
Actually, a lot of my competitors in the home inspection refer their commercial business to us, because obviously you're dealing with a lot larger price point.
Sure.
And liabilities are a lot higher.
And so you need,
is it the same license?
Actually, the Texas Real Estate Commission does not govern inspectors on anything more than 4 bedroom. I mean, four family.
1 to 4.
So it's something that you
an
guys
apartment complex.
in.
Yeah, apartment complex. Doesn't fall under the Real Estate Commission. We do some commercial properties that are large, and we'll hire an engineer.
Sure.
And we'll hire other trades, and we facilitate all the information to our clients.
So if you want to get a hold of these gentlemen, it's very easy. Jay Carnley with Hybrid Heat and Air is at hybridheatandair.com, or you can call him at 277-8087. Again, that's 277-8087. Scott's Inspection is at scottsinspections.com or 349-9228. Again, that's 349-9228. Or make it a lot easier on yourself and go to bobbyandjjradio.com, because they're both show partners, they're show hosts. They're here all the time. And you can learn more about them and their bios and watch all their videos. It's on our YouTube page. You can find them on SoundCloud, Facebook, Instagram, not MySpace. So we're gonna finish the show out right now. Next week we're gonna have a great show. If you missed us, go to SoundCloud on Mondays YouTube page in a couple weeks. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Thank you.